Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Oakville Improv's Maestro. Just a little technical glitch there because we weren't connected up to YouTube, but here we are on November the 2nd, and we are very grateful for you to be here watching us. We're really grateful for the people that are in the Zoom room privately with us. If you are able to connect with us with suggestions because this is an improv show made up completely for you on the spot, and you are going to give us suggestions. For example, if I say to the people in the chat, what's your favorite chocolate bar of all time? Because we just had Halloween here. What do you like in a chocolate bar? Just put it in the chat and that will give you an idea of how to do the suggestions. Open up the little chat bubble at the bottom of the screen. That's the way to go. Also, this is a competition. We have 10 improvisers we're going to throw randomly into rounds. And when you see them, what's going to happen is you will watch the scene. The director will lead the actors in their scene, and then when it's over, we're going to ask you to score it. And I'm going to put the poll up right now so you can see that. If you're in the Zoom room, you can check it out. And what's going to happen is, here it is. There we go. So if you are in the Zoom room, you can practice weighing in on the scoreboard and see what you can do. A 1 is not such a great scene. 2 is okay, 3 is good, great, and all the way up to excellent. If you thought it was an amazing scene that really blew your socks off, that's a great thing. However, be honest. We really need you to be honest. Because what's going to happen is, as we go on, the people who score the highest will be at the top of the board, and the people at the bottom of the board will be knocked off. So when they're knocked off, we'll end up at the end with a maestro, the top of the heap. So we want you to weigh in so that, when they get their $5 Canadian bill, the traditional Maestro award, you'll be happy for them because you felt like they deserved it. Okay, moving on. What we're going to do is I'm going to introduce everybody in order, but I'm also going to start with the director of the evening, Mr. David Raitt. David, would you come to the floor? Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hi there. Nice to see you all. Come in, sit down, enjoy, have a seat. Can I get you a hot towel or a coffee or anything? I'll just serve it right through the camera at you.
A hot towel, nice. And you can hear the wonderful playing of Rob Williams Jr. He's playing while he's going to be performing. Nonetheless, thank you very much.
No handicaps.
No handicaps. What's going to happen is David is going to direct the participants as they move through the show, and you'll see David come on. He might even interrupt a scene as it goes on and make it do whatever he wants. He's going to manipulate the actors as they go by. And then again, you're going to score. So without further ado, I would like to introduce all the people that we have in the show tonight. A wide variety. The number 1 person is Christine Pillman. She's number 1. That's just the number she's wearing tonight. And at number 2 is Lynnae Dudley. Lynnae lives down the street from me. I'm always going to say that. In the number 3 spot, one of our special guests, Charlotte Brown. Charlotte is in Chicago right now, where it's super cold. In number 4 is Taelum Vergara, the youngest but not the least experienced improviser. Number 5, Rob Williams, the man who is playing as you are watching. He's playing. Number 6, Natasha Bromfield. She was in Downsizing with Matt Damon. I'm not kidding. Okay, number 7, Bradley Ellis. He sometimes is a captain in our show. Number 8, Lisa Gachet. Yay, Lisa! Number 9, yet another special guest all the way from Toronto. You've seen her before, Jane Luke. Yay! Hi, Jane. Good to see you. And then the number 10 spot, the furthest away of all, coming all the way from Mexico City, Pali Peña. Hi, Pali. She has also been here before, but now I'm going to ask all of the participants to go off screen, to turn off their cameras, and I'm going to ask David to come on and tell me how many actors you need for your scene right now.
Oh, let's start off with an easy one. Let's get 2 up to start, please.
Okay, so I'm going to my digital picker. I'm going to pick 2, and the 2 numbers I've picked are number 3 and number 7. That's Charlotte and Bradley. Number 3 and number 7.
I have here a list of challenges, each more devious than the last. But let's start off with something relatively easy, all right? How about let's do a scene where you are going to trade emotions. So for this scene, I'd like you to, can I get everyone in the audience, please suggest some, what would you call extreme emotions? Something that's extreme. So not just happy, maybe elated or ecstatic, something that's like that. Go further than anger, go further than disgust. What can you do, all right? And the 2 of you are going to start with the most extreme version of that emotion. And then over the course of the scene, you'll dial that back a little bit, and then you'll kind of switch over and trade emotions and go back up the other way. Make sense? All right. I see here. Let's see. Let's pick starving. Seems like it might be, it's not necessarily an emotion, but the anxiety that goes with starvation. That's a very good one. Okay. Thanks for orgasmic, Natalie, but this is an all ages show and I don't want to take it in that wrong direction. So let's go with super excited, which would be the all ages version of that. Does that satisfy you, Natalie? Is that better? Okay. So the 2 of you are going to start with that. For a suggestion for this scene, I would like to say the 2 of you are studying for a big test. A test that's coming up. It may not necessarily be a school test about a school subject. What is a reason that someone would take a test? Could be a school subject or it could be anything else. What's a test that someone might take? Audience, let's hear your best ideas. Driving test or your driver's license. Very good. Another one. Anyone else? 3, 2, an eye test. You know what? Studying for an eye test seems like that might be an amusing thing to explore. All right. So, Bradley, why don't you take, you're going to take the anxiety of starvation, all right, to start. And Charlotte, you're going to start with super excited. All right. And you're studying for an eye test. Go.
Oh, man, this alphabet soup is so good. We're just gonna absorb all the knowledge. It's gonna be great.
You just eat that in front of me. You know I can't eat before testing. You know I've been keeping myself from eating for 2 days so that I pass this eye test.
Yeah, you've been working so hard, and it's just so exciting to see the great lengths which you're going to try to pass this test. I just figured I'd eat soup, and it has to get there somehow, right?
But now you've taken all my focus away. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get to that 3rd line. And when it gets down to that 4th line, I'm not going to be able to concentrate if all I can smell is alphabet soup.
Oh, man, I cannot wait to get to the bottom. That's where all the good info is.
Look, I think if I just had a little taste, it wouldn't distract me too much for my test.
Oh. Man, I'm so just ravenous for you to try this soup. Here you go. Be careful, it's still a little hot. Don't burn your mouth.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's not too hot, is it, for you?
No. Just a little bit more, please.
I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't read the can, and I just. Yes. I didn't know if I was supposed to put it in for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I just don't want it to be hot.
Freeze. Time out for 1 second. Okay, I want you to explore the idea of not being able to read the can. You are studying for an eye test, so why can't you read the can? Go with that.
Is it just me, or are things meant to be blurry?
No. Well, that's the whole reason we're going to go for the eye test. I was telling you to study, but
But what what if we need glasses? Everyone at school's gonna make fun of us.
If we get glasses, I'm gonna look so cool. In fact, I picked up a pair just to try out. I can't wait to show everybody my new guys. Hope I can't see a thing. I hope I can't see the E.
Oh my goodness, like if I can't see the E, then you're gonna be the cool, if I can see it and you can't, you're gonna be the cool one. I can't deal with this.
I know, it's okay though. It's okay. Just concentrate. Concentrate. And I think with the fact that you can't even read a can, there's a good chance you'll need glasses too. And we can
End scene. Very good. Well done, everyone.
Yes, and audience, it is now your turn. What you're going to do now is weigh in, and you are going to score the scene. Was it with a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? 1 being the lowest score and 5 being the highest. And be honest. What did you really think of it? What did you think?
Be honest. Move in close to the keyboard so you can see which of the numbers you're going to press there. Let's be honest.
I have new glasses today, David. These are my new glasses.
New ones today.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like fresh, shiny, not greased up, nothing. Look at these ones. These are gross. Look at that.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep. They're pretty gross, but so is the score, and not bad. 2 for those 2 individuals. Both Bradley and Charlotte will get a 2 for that
not
score.
Not bad.
Okay.
Now, maybe I should say to the audience before we continue that if I do reappear in a scene to nudge them in a different direction, I don't want you to take that as meaning that the scene is not going well. I may just have spotted an idea to take it to a different place. So don't include my participation as part of the judging, because every scene I do is a 5 anyway.
Okay, David, we need you to check in and tell us how many people you need for the next.
Let's move. Let's get 4. Let's get 4 big ones here.
Okay, 4 people. Put the 4 into the chat. Okay, number 1, number 6, number 9, and number 10, 2 of our other special guests. We have Christine Pillman, Natasha Bromfield, Jane Luke, and Pali Peña.
Oh, lovely ladies. Thank you all for joining us. I'd like all 4 of you to remain on screen for this one at the same time. What we're going to do is an interrupted story. So what we're going to do is each one of you has a number, 1, 6, 9, and 10. So we'll go in that order. Christine will start, followed by Natasha, then Jane, and then Pali. All right. You're going to start telling a story, but every time, whenever you feel the inclination, you are to stop your story mid-sentence. And when you stop, the next person in line must take up the story from exactly the midpoint of the sentence that you stopped. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. All right, audience, let's get a title for this story. I want you to complete the title that I'm giving you now. It's How I Broke My What? The story is How I Broke My What? What did they break? Promise. Oh, that's a lovely. Ooh, that's kind of soap opera-ish. Very good. All right. How I Broke My Uncle's Chair. Very nice. Okay. How I Broke My House. Yikes. Okay. I like Promise. I like Promise. All right. So let's go with How I Broke My Promise, starting with Christine Pillman.
Let me just start out by saying that I am the most honest person you've ever met in your entire life. With that being said, I work as a teacher, and one day
I was teaching my students what promises are. And I gave them an example about when I told my postal worker at the mailbox that I was there collecting my mail, but I really wasn't there collecting my mail. I was actually
trying to put a love letter in the mail instead, not collecting, but putting my secret love for Fernando. And Fernando is
actually the postman. So I didn't want him to know that quickly that it was me. It was always been me. The flowers, the candies, the chocolates,
every feeling I ever had. That's why when Fernando approached me, I just said, "Hello, Fernando. Nice day for a walk." And then I walked off. And the rest of the day, I spent pulling my hair out and crying and thinking, what a
big dumbhead I was. I mean, I was standing in front of the love of my life and I couldn't even tell him that I had just written him a love letter that I put in the mailbox for him. Of course, I thought he would think I was silly because he was right there. I could have handed it to him. And I was thinking about this on my walk and I didn't even realize that I ended up at the
post office where he works. And so I vowed to myself, okay, I'm going to hand him this letter. And that is my promise to myself to fulfill this love. And so I looked around, but Fernando wasn't there. So instead I
put the letter in a table. And what happened actually gave me the most beautiful surprise ever. Fernando was under that table. And he took my legs and he said, "Oh, dear Diana, I
really would love to read that letter if you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I'm tugging on the pant leg." And I said, "Of course I don't. That's why I wore my extra baggy pants, Fernando. Please, read the letter." Fernando opened it and his eyes were going along each line. And when he was finished, he looked me in the eye and he said,
"My dear Diana, I feel the same way about you. I've loved you for so long. You've always been the first house on my route. And I've been wanting to tell you my feelings for so long, but I was scared. I was scared, Diana, that you would
reject me. Because you know how hard it was for me to get myself onto this route? I live about 50 miles from here, yet every morning I was willing to trade Willie for this route so I could have a chance to see your face at least every morning. And with that, Diana realized
that she finally found true love. In that moment, the littlest of my students said, "Oh, teacher, is that love? Is that really love?" And I couldn't answer nothing but,
"Well, some people call me a stalker."
And there it is. Bring it home. Way to go, Pillman.
Okay, guys, we're going to relaunch
Fantastic.
the poll. Audience, tell us, was it worth a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Again, be honest, 1 being the lowest score, 5 being the highest. Your job is to score the scene.
I don't know, I felt that one was a little wonky on whether they actually got to the promise part, but maybe not getting it to it was breaking the promise to the audience. So
And
now
there we are.
That fits. You can still score well on that.
20 seconds. And I know that in the Maestro rulebook, we are supposed to take the lower score of 2 if there's a tie. So we're going to give it a 3. So a 3 for all 3 people.
Yes,
Right in there.
It's the Marquis of Queensbury rules version of
I just
Maestro
realized
tonight.
the
Yes.
audience didn't see that. But here it is, sharing the results there. And we're taking a 3 for that scene. Now, David, what do you need? We've got 4 people left.
We got 4 people left. Let's split them up into 2 groups of 2. So 2 more, please.
I have number 2 and number 4. That's Lynnae, Dudley, and Taelum Vergara.
Lynnae and Taelum. All right. Okay, Taelum, I want you to remain on camera, and Lynnae, when we start, you're going to go off. Some kind within reach, something that you can pick up. Don't show it to us right away.
Okay.
Do you or do you not have something?
I do have something.
All right, very good. All right, I want you to pick that object up and hold it in your hand. All right, and it's going to be your partner in this scene. All right, Lynnae, you're going to be voicing that object. All right, so Taelum, I want you to start. You're going to be working at home somehow, and then this object starts speaking to you, and you're going to interact with it. All right. Let's just go with that. I don't think we need a suggestion other than that. I think that'll work just fine. All right, here we go.
Man, I should really get some more light in my room. It's been dark for so long. I got twisted into the ceiling a bit more, and being an electrician's really handy when I'm working from home at my own house.
Hey, that was tickling.
Excuse me? What?
Well, when you put me in the socket, I felt electricity. It's been a long time.
My room has been dark for a while. Are you my light bulb? What? Excuse me?
Oh gosh, your light bulb. I'm so much more than your light bulb. I'm like your emotions. And when I'm on, you seem happy. When I'm off, you seem sad.
I have been a little bit mopey for these past while without light.
Oh God. Oh, that feels
Almost in.
It feels good. Oh, there you go.
What? This
It feels so much
finally
better,
nice to have
right?
a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wait, I've been so lonely.
Maybe if I just think really hard, maybe if I think really, really hard about light and happiness, that I can just glow without the electricity.
Without?
I'll just try.
Lightbulb, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Luminaire.
Luminaire?
Yes.
It's so nice to have a friend, Luminaire.
Oh, there you go. I think we're just meant to be together.
Finally.
Well, at least for 50,000 hours, that's what I'm good for.
50,000?
50,000. I think we only have 49,873 to go.
Luminaire, I have something to tell you. This box, it's been sitting in the back of my cupboard for a while. I don't know how long it's been there for, if it's ever been used. This could very well be our last glow together.
Oh, Philippe, if it's going to be our last glow, then we should just go big. Go big. That's what I say. Glow, Philippe, glow.
Yes. I feel it on my face.
I tell you.
Okay, audience, what do you score that scene? Would it be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Weigh in. Weigh in fast. We got 20 seconds before you do.
I want to thank the fine staff at Oakville Hydro for supplying the power for that scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Taelum there. We're getting audiences doing a good job. And there's the 20 seconds and sharing the results. Another 3 for those two. So the last two people would be number 5 and number 8 to the board, please. That's Rob Williams and Lisa Gachet.
Audience is tough but fair. Let's see what you can do, Rob and Lisa. All right. So I had some trouble sleeping last night, and that gave me the perfect idea for this next scene. The two of you, I want you to lean in close to the screen, all right, to the camera, so that you are speaking quietly. All right. For some reason, you are sleeping in the same room together. Could be the same bed, maybe not. You are in a room for some reason, and you are both awake in the middle of the night. All right. Audience, what is a reason that someone would be awake in the middle of the night? Not just simple insomnia. What's something that might keep a person up when they're trying to sleep? The audience is thinking, oh, summer camp with night noises. Nightmares. Santa is coming. Why don't the two of you pick a suggestion? Go for it. What do you see?
Summer camp.
Summer camp with night noises. All right. Stay safe. Bye.
It has to be a raccoon. There's nothing else that could be on the roof, move that fast, but make that big a noise. It's a raccoon, yeah? It's nothing else.
They said there's no animals here. They promised there were no bears, no raccoons, not even a squirrel.
I heard it again. There has to be something up. go outside and check what it is?
I can't. Oh my God, there it is again.
Sounds even bigger. Sounds even bigger than I thought it was to start off with.
If this is going to be our last minutes, hour, I don't know, together, I need to tell you, this has been the best 2 weeks of my life.
It has been a fantastic 2 weeks. I will cherish this for the next 7 minutes. Please.
You were special when you gave me the friendship bracelet. And you put it on me. You didn't even ask if I wanted it. You just said, this is for you, and you tied it on, and that was so special to me, and I thank you.
I probably should have. Okay. What if we get the broom and bang it on the ceiling really, really hard to try and scare the bear away, the raccoon. It's a raccoon. Throw it away.
No, I can't let you do that. I need you here with me, okay? Whatever is gonna come is gonna come and eat us regardless, okay? He's gonna make it through. I can hear him chewing through the door right now.
Oh my God! The door's moving. You couldn't see light under the door a second ago, but now you can. The door is moving.
Hold my hand, please. If one of us is gonna get out of here, promise me it'll be you, okay?
No, I can't promise you that.
No, he's gonna. Oh my God!
What is that?
I never did the beaver badges.
Okay, audience, what do you think that scene was worth? Was it worth a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Weigh
That's a
in.
horrifying turn of events there. Bambi's back and she's looking for revenge.
Oh,
Thank you, Charlotte. Thanks for having that.
The wonders of Zoom. Okay, an audience now we see, end the poll and share the results. That was a not bad scene. A 2 goes into that thing. And this is the end of the round. So we're going to ask Rob if he can share the results. And here's the board for everyone to see. Look what's happening. Boy, Christine's at the top of the board and Lisa Gachet's at the bottom, but there's not a huge point spread here, audience. Not a huge point spread. So we're going to go to... well, director, what do you say? Because I'm supposed to pass it to you and ask you, do you think everyone is safe? Should we
I think we can move on to round 2. We can keep there's not enough of a spread there for us to identify anybody clearly doing better tonight than anybody else. So let's move on. Let's start with bringing out 3 people.
Okay, we are bringing out 3 people and it is round 2. So with a digital picker, I am getting number 5, number 6, and number 8. Lisa Gachet, Natasha Bromfield, and Rob Williams.
Oh, Lisa and Rob are back again. What do you think, Amy? Should we split one of those 2 up so that they're not stuck in the same scene together again?
Oh, yes, if you like. I will bring out Lisa and I will do, actually, hold on just a second. I will do the digital picking again.
For you a curveball.
Yeah.
Curveball.
Just okay. Number 1 is brought in, which is Christine Pillman, Rob Williams, and Natasha Bromfield.
All right, very good. Thank you. Okay, everyone. What I would like you to do is the 3 of you have gathered to solve a problem of some kind. All right. Audience, what's an important event? An important event of any kind may not necessarily be an event for 3 people. It could be an event for any number of people. Any sort of event that people might be planning for. The birth of a child. Thanksgiving dinner. All right. A premiere. A holiday. All right. Holiday, Thanksgiving. All right. A wedding. I think I like the idea of a premiere. All right, this maybe is a premiere of some sort of theatrical or film event. You can explore what that is. All right, but there's a problem. And you're going to start out, there's a problem that happens right away, and I want you to solve that problem over the course of the next scene, okay?
Okay, the internet is down. We cannot stream the movie from headquarters without the internet.
Just hotspot it.
Hotspot it? It's 8K. I can't hotspot that bandwidth. That's just... I'm not paying for that. And my phone probably isn't fast enough.
I could try and fix the internet.
Oh, yay, Tara. You're a hero.
Well, I am the problem solver of the group. So, I mean we cannot...
I'm kind of the problem solver of the group. I think we all realized that last Wednesday when I figured out where to go for chicken sandwiches.
They were good. They were really good.
They were delicious. I'll give you that, Julie. But you didn't really put your hand up and say that you were the problem solver and, offer to fix the internet like I just did. So
am I the problem maker?
Well, did you break the internet, Barry?
Oh, the blue flashy lights were really, really annoying. So, I finished my drink and, threw my bottle really, really hard at the blue flashy lights, and then there was a little tiny bit of smoke, but no more blue flashy lights, so I can sit back in silence.
Well, sure that's true, but we're not going to be able to watch the best movie that's come out in the last 15 years.
He did this on purpose. You always do this, Barry. When the attention's not on you, you have to blow something up or set something on fire or something. Are you happy? The attention's back on you.
It's not always. It's only 3 out of the last 4 premieres that has happened. That is not always. 3 out of 4 is not always.
All right, Tara, why don't you fix the internet like you said you were going to do?
Fine. There.
Oh, wow! You're amazing!
I know.
Blue flashy lights.
Barry, let that be a lesson to you.
What's the lesson? What is the lesson there?
That Tara could fix whatever you wreck, so just do whatever you want.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think you should tell him to do whatever he wants, Julie. I mean, you remember what happened with the chicken sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Yeah, like when they come out and they say when, and you don't, it just gets hilarious. Like there was so much pepper, so much pepper, so much pepper, so much pepper. I'm never saying when.
Sneezing for a week.
I'm not driving you to the emergency room again, Barry. I'm just not. I mean, I looked like a complete idiot. Oh, what's the problem, ma'am? Well, actually, my friend here had too many chicken sandwiches and he got a 3rd-degree burn on his tongue from pepper sauce. I mean...
Yeah. It doesn't make you look stupid. It made us look stupid because you were unconscious. Jeez,
it could happen
Louise.
to anyone.
Okay, audience, we are voting on that scene. So I've got to fix the poll. So hang tight. Here we go. I'm going to relaunch the poll and you can weigh in right now. Was it worth a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Again, be honest. What did you think? What did you feel? Did you get all the emotions? Did you think it was an arc of a story? Did you like Christine's fur?
That fur played a significant part in that scene. It was very, very significant.
And there we are sharing the results. A great scene. That scene got a 4. So we've got those 3 people with a 4. That's the highest score of the night so far.
Very good. Okay.
And what do we got there?
I would like 3 more people, please.
3 more.
I would like
people.
3 more people. And since we were talking about movie premieres, let's do a prequel scene. Let's do a scene that takes place before the scene you just saw. And we're going to test the knowledge of the 3 players by asking them to play the same characters. So, Amy, bring 3 people in here.
Number 3, number 8, and number 10. That's Charlotte, Lisa, and Pali. Number 3, number 8, and number 10.
Charlotte, Lisa, and Pali. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to assign you a character from the previous scene, and then we're going to show how you led up to the problem that they started with was there was no internet. All right. So let's say, Pali, you are going to be the Tara. You're going to be the woman who fixes anything with the flick of a switch. All right. Lisa, you're going to be Rob's character, the guy who just breaks stuff whenever he feels like it. And Charlotte, you are going to be Chicken Sandwich Lady. All right. If you have a fur, I don't know whether you can match up to Christine's, but if you have a fur, feel free to use it as well. All right. And the three of you are going to somehow break the internet by the end of this scene. Here we go.
Man, trying to find these chicken sandwiches on the internet. Jeez.
Oh, are you getting those from that restaurant up the street? Those look delicious.
Yeah.
And smell delicious.
Listen, I'm just unpacking the boxes over here, so I hope that's okay. If you just hold the door for me as I'm bringing these in.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the door.
Well, I can fix the door. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, it's
I have
stuck. Okay.
I have this.
Okay. Perfect.
You always yeah, just as long as it stays open. Thanks.
I feel like, am I the problem?
Sometimes, yes. I mean, sometimes.
Listen, I got the cables over here. I'm gonna go just see what I can do with them. They look fun to play with.
Yeah. I am sure they're fun to play with. You know, I'd be ashamed if one of them accidentally got unplugged and, you know, couldn't order the chicken sandwiches for everyone.
You know what? One moment. Where did I get this cable?
Well, that's a good question. I think we need to try to turn the internet on.
Let me see if I can press it on again. The internet's down.
Well, how are we going to order the chicken sandwiches?
Guys, I think I know I am the fixing person here, but every person has an exception, isn't it?
Listen, I know having the door open is really important because we need to get these boxes in, but I think there might be another way to hold the door open. If you don't mind, maybe using your hand.
Okay, let me try.
Oh my gosh. It's working.
Yeah. Wow. Look who's the fixing person now, right?
I'm right. You know what? You're doing a really good job. I'm quite impressed.
Oh, wow. So I was thinking, would now be a good time to ask for a raise?
Sure.
Okay, audience, what we want to do is go to the poll again, and you tell us what you think the score should be seen as. Was it with a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5? Lots of complicated stuff going on there in the square that Pali is using.
Yes. Pali's making good use of the square tonight. That's a good skill to have. That's something we always look for here when we are doing Zoom stuff for the audience.
And there's the end of the 20 seconds, sharing the results. A not bad score.
Wow.
2 for those guys.
The audience is tough but fair. Tough but fair.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, then. We've seen some 3s. We've seen some 2s. We've seen even a 4, but we haven't seen a 1. So give me one person, Amy. Let me see one.
One person. Okay. I have number 2. That's Lynnae.
Oh, Lynnae. All right. Well, and you may not know, Lynnae is a scientist by nature and by profession. So you must make a lot of presentations. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of that. Yes. You must make a lot of presentations. All right. Well, one of our signature games here at Maestro is a PowerPoint presentation. Amy has prepared a series of random slides, and it's going to be Lynnae's job in this next scene to make a coherent presentation out of those. What is a science topic that Lynnae can speak to? Any science topic, any question you may have about how science works, I'm just going to use the word random science because I don't want to take it in any particular direction, and I'm not all that educated. So let's see. Is there anybody have a science question they'd like solved this evening? Everyone's just like me. They don't know what the science is. Canola oil. Okay, what's the production of canola oil? All right, and how does that affect society at large? All right, we'll see what you can do with that, Lynnae. And Amy, share the screen and give us the PowerPoint, please.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome for coming all the way to listen to this important talk on canola and where the canola oil is coming from these days. And I want you to know, first and foremost, the importance of a good soil hygiene for growing canola, and the importation of elephant feces is part of that equation. We import tons of elephant feces, and of course, to remain carbon neutral throughout the importation, we use tornadoes to bring it over from Africa. Yes, indeed, we have created the Extra African Tornado System, which brings all of our elephant feces here to Canada and to the Great Prairies where we grow our canola. Now, you know, canola seeds have been used for oil across the world, but let me just tell you that they are wonderful in pickles. Forget those mustard seeds, plot in those canola seeds, and you get those omega-3s right through your body. In pickle, out pickled, if you know what I mean. Very efficient and tasty. Now, what we do in our science lab, the Canola Rolla Lab, is we have come up with the amazing acronym BLURG. The BLURG really represents the whole system about canola. B for buy it high, sell it low. Or buy it low, sell it high. That's what I meant. L for love that canola and everything. U for you got it, baby, if you've got canola. R for right on, let's do it right. G for get me more canola now because the people want it. And H for heck yeah, canola. That's our main model. If you hear us walking down the street, tossing any kind of other kind of seed, like sunflower seeds or olives. I got olives. We'll toss them against the brick wall just to get rid of them. They don't stand up to canola, especially Canadian canola from the prairie provinces. That's what we're living for. And last little thing. You've been amazed how in Canada, cockroaches are not a big problem, except in some of the cities. It's not because of the hot weather or the cold weather freezing them out in the winter. It's really because of the canola. Use it as floor wax if you can't use it in your salad.
Okay, fantastic. That was great. Cockroaches are not a problem, except in the cities. That's right.
Just have to relaunch the poll. Here we go, David. Is it a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5, audience? Cockroaches. Ugh.
Cockroaches. But you just oil them up, right? They can't get in your house if they're all covered in canola or elephant feces, apparently. So, and by the way, Natalie, I was watching the comments. I'm watching you.
Okay, I'm sharing the results. That was a good score for Lynnae. And owing to the audience's analytical process tonight, I think good is actually a great score in our thing.
I think we've had a bit of level setting, right? We had like the 5 is the 3 is the new 5, everyone. All right, here we go.
3 is the new 5. Okay, and David, how many do you want now?
I want 2, please. I want 2.
Okay. Number 7 and number 9, that's Bradley, Ellis, and Jane Luke. Number 7 and number 9, please come to the floor.
Oh, hi, Bradley and Jane. Nice to see you.
Hi,
how do you feel about doing a Shakespeare scene for the audience tonight?
Sure.
All right. Now, you know, if you study Shakespeare at all, that Shakespeare generally tends to fall into one of 2 categories, the tragedies and the comedies, right? There's also the histories, but we're going to not deal with those because they tend to be a little boring. All right. The tragedies are always, usually stories of some kind of romance or grand plans that end with almost everybody dying. And the comedies always tend to be some sort of mix-up or some sort of craziness that's interfering with the happy ending that comes. I've got a little coin here and I'm going to flip it to decide whether you're going to do a comedy or a tragedy, all right? So if we see the little head sign here, it's going to be a tragedy. And if it's tails, it's going to be a comedy. And it's heads, so it's a tragedy, all right? And so what I'd like to get from the audience is let's get a city. Let's get a city that this scene takes place in. There's got the grand cities of Shakespeare, Verona, Athens, Rome, London Bridge. I don't know, whoever. Venice. Venice is a classic one. All right. So here's your tragedy of Venice.
Yea, my liege. I do beseech thee to release me from thy service, for I must attend to my mother.
Verily, you know that I cannot do such a thing.
But my liege, 'tis my mother, my only mother, and from her teat was weaned at once, but I do beseech you to allow me to service my mother.
I do not believe that your service to me has ended such yet, and therefore I am unable to let you go. However, I had a heart as big as all of them, and I will allow your mother to come and live here and service me as well.
Thou wouldst allow my own mother to live within these walls under thy roof? Oh, my liege, thou art most generous, and thou art most wise. But mayhap thou wouldst provide a carriage sufficient to carry my mother's 800 pounds across the bridge and across the land to live within these walls.
Methinks I've made a mistake, unfortunately.
No. No.
I did not understand the girth for which your mother had.
Tis life or death! Tis a tragedy, my dear lord!
Unfortunately for you, this cannot happen, for I can only give you a lowly donkey, and that, my friend, shall never be able to suffer the weight of your mother.
Yet, my lord, upon my engineering degree, I would devise a wagon that would have the donkey pull her weight across, and then would spare you of a breaking of the back of your donkey. What sayest thou?
Forsooth, you have such intelligence to create these wonderful mechanisms, and you have not used them in my service?
David, thou didst not ask.
Take her to the gallows, for she shall suffer, and she shall create for me the greatest mechanisms ever known to man, and I will rule Venice with an iron fist.
Who would serve you thy need?
Perhaps I should have let her mother come. She might have also been intelligent.
Okay. All right.
Oh, dear audience. Our dear audience, we need you to give this.
Mayhaps you could vote and give us a number. 1 through 5 be your choices. Make them well upon my engineering degree.
Mayhap
Fantastic.
seems to be a good word for everybody who uses Shakespeare
Fantastic.
improv
Mayhap.
scenes. And there we go. A good score. Well, and we know that 3 is in fact a good score in this show. So a 3 is going to Jane and Bradley. Last person on the board is
Ooh, a
number
single.
4. It's only one.
Singleton. All right. Hi, Taelum. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
All right, very good. We haven't had a lot of music in this show, apart from the fantastic background accompaniment that Rob's been playing this whole night. But let's have a little bit of a song. Can you sing some blues for us, Taelum?
I can try.
All right, that's all we can ask. All right, so how about let's see. Why don't you ask for a subject you can sing about?
Sure. So for my little song I'm going to be singing, may I just have just a subject, something that's been on your mind recently, just in your day-to-day life. You can't really get it off your mind. What's been bugging you? Maybe I can help get it off your mind. Nonsense. Very broad. Cool. Summer. Pumpkin pie. Yeah, not Christmas. Halloween was pretty good. All right. I see some seasons. I see some snow tires. I do quite like the summer, so I'll try to include some of these, all in with a theme of nonsense and summer. It was recently the midst of summer, and now it's done. A real bummer. And we're heading towards the other thing that is not like any other. Sorry, I just fumbled my words. Said some real nonsense. Pumpkin pie. Some enjoy it. And for some, it's just annoying. Over in the Arctic, we have some penguins going right down hills. And really, I'm not looking forward to all that the winter has to bring. I have to put on my snow tires, and I have to listen to the doorbells ring when the carolers come. Oh, Christmas. It's supposed to be fun, but when you have to spend money, it really sucks.
The Nonsense Blues, everyone, courtesy of our own Taelum number 4.
And audience, it's up to you to tell us what you thought of Taelum's song. Was it worth a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5?
You can really lean into the nonsense there. You just kind of,
I think Rob is bringing back some of the blues with that. Okay, and there we are at 20 seconds and sharing the results. A great song.
A great
so Taelum gets a 4
Ooh.
for that. And I believe that's the end of round 2. So here we have to, in this round, take the bottom people off the scoreboard, which may or may not be there right now. It doesn't look like the scoreboard.
Rob broke the internet, everyone.
Oh my goodness, look at the
my
people at the bottom of the phone. Oh no. We have to say goodbye to one of our special guests. Charlotte is going. Charlotte, thank you so much for your service to this show. And to Lisa, who is also going. We're going to say goodbye to both of you. Just wave and say goodbye. And audience, say goodbye to them and tell them how much you enjoyed their scenes.
Yes, absolutely.
And please, guys, stick around. You can start voting now that we switch you over to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And gosh, we're so glad that you're here. And stick around for the photo at the end, please. Oh man, sad to see those guys go. But we're on to round 3.
Right, and audience, if you feel bad about those people leaving, it's your fault because you voted.
Oh man.
Okay, let's move on to round 3. And let's get how many people do we have left now? We have 8 left. So let's bring out 3 people. Okay.
I've got number 1, number 7, and number 10. Christine Pillman, Bradley Ellis, and Pali Peña.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Pali and Bradley, I'd like the two of you to stay on to start. Christine, you're going to go off. And what I want you to do, Christine, is I want you to open up your Zoom settings and I want you to pick a filter at random. All right. So that you're going to come out with something strange on your head or your face or something when you join this scene. Okay. And so it's a little bit of filter fun. Let's start with, Pali. We were talking before the show tonight and you were telling us it's a special event in Mexico City tonight. Why don't you tell everybody in the audience what's going on there tonight?
Yes, it is. Here in Mexico, today is Dia de los Muertos. So I have my altar here. Do you want this to be part of?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I bring that into the scene. All right. And the two of you are going to be celebrating Dia de los Muertos in Mexico City. And perhaps you're going to have a visitor. This is perhaps the traditional day of the, it translates to the Day of the Dead. Is that right, Pali?
That's right.
Okay, maybe you'll have a visit from someone over the course of this scene, but why don't you go ahead and show us your enjoyment of the festival?
Then you pick this so they can see the way through your heart again.
I thank you. I've always been fascinated by this tradition, and it really means a lot to me that you're taking the time to explain it to me.
Oh, it's okay, John. Well, the thing is, you should have loved them a lot so they could come back. If you don't love them that much, maybe they couldn't.
Oh, so my aunt Flo, I don't want her back, right?
Is that the door? Let me check.
Oh, hello. I am here for the celebration.
Yes, welcome. Bienvenida, bienvenute, welcome.
Oui, oui. Je suis Jacques Gauthier. I thank you for your gracious invitation to celebrate the National Day of the Dead.
You bring a photo of an author? Is that your book's author?
Yes, that's I just read this book and that's the author of the book. I hope you don't mind. I mean, he's not dead, but you know, he will one day.
Okay. I thought you were going to spend the night with me. Like, I didn't realize that you were just inviting everybody over.
Oh, everybody? Me? Everybody? It's me, Jacques.
No, we're not saying that you're everybody. You're very special guests for us.
It's like that. It's like that Sixth Sense movie. He doesn't know he's dead.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So I was yesterday. I was riding in very fast car, and I got a little out of control, and I started spinning. And luckily, I stopped, and then I headed over here.
Well, we do want to welcome you, and I'm glad that you found the light and that you were able to make your way here.
Yes. We have bread.
Oh,
you want some?
Please. Oh, merci beaucoup. Why can't I taste it? This is so strange. My sense of taste is the most important thing about me. I am a chef.
Well, it's not French, maybe because it's Mexican bread.
I never considered that. Hey.
I really think we should tell him.
Tell him? Tell me what?
You know, today is a special day when it's a colorful day when surprising and magical things happen.
Is it my birthday?
Not quite. Kind of a little different.
Death Day.
Death Day? I don't understand.
Returning day?
You
Today
mean?
is Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, are you telling me that I'm dead? That when I spun out, I actually hit the wall? I didn't just get out? What? Why am I at the party? I assumed I would just go up into the clouds and eat baguettes and drink wine.
Yeah, unfortunately, you had your accident in Mexico. And by law, you must follow their traditions. Wherever you die, you have to follow the traditions of the local culture. I thought everybody knew that.
Take it in the bright side. You will have breath every year.
Well, I'm nothing if not a very optimistic fellow. I'm glad to be here, and I'd love to have some more bread. Thank you. I don't even know why I don't speak French anymore. I guess it's coming closer to Mexico. Soon I'll have a better Spanish accent even. Don't mind if I do.
It does happen. By the way, hey, thanks for coming by, and I guess we'll see you next year.
Sounds good.
If you're here, it's because many people love you, so...
I can't quite believe that, but I'll see you next year. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, audience. That was lovely, actually.
It was lovely. It was very multicultural. You should submit that for your arts grant this year.
I loved all the that that Pali showed us. Thank you so much, Pali.
Yes, thank you for sharing. That was wonderful.
And audience, you have to weigh in now. What did you think of that Mexican Day of the Dead and combination French scene? Oh, they thought it was great. The audience said that's a 4. So we're giving that scene a 4. Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
What should we do now? David, how many people would you like?
I would like 2 people for this scene, but I would also like Rob to be playing in this scene as well. Rob is going to provide a 3rd character in the form of the musical soundtrack of this scene.
I'm sorry, David, I missed how many people you wanted?
Oh, 2 people, please. 2.
I'm so sorry. My brain just left the Zoom room.
Well, when I made you do math, because I said 2 plus Rob.
So you said 2 plus Rob, and my brain left the room. So the 2 other people are number 2 and number 6. That's Lynnae, Dudley, and Natasha Bromfield. Number 2.
Math and science are 2 things we try to avoid here on Maestro.
Please.
Okay, Rob, you have the ability to control this scene any way you like by the music that you are playing in the background. All right, the 2 of you, Lynnae and Natasha, you are to respond to the change in the music by changing your mood and your emotions to go with however Rob plays. All right. I'm going to leave this scene open for you. Natasha, why don't you get a suggestion from the audience?
Okay. What would be a reason somebody might quit their job? They've had it. They're out of there. Why would you quit your job? Type that into the chat for me. Maybe you've met somebody in a chat room across the ocean and you're leaving to be with them. Meanness, your boss. People keep stealing your lunch from the fridge. I like that one. I think we could stop right there. People keep stealing your lunch from the fridge. Thank you, Spencer. We'll go with that one.
Edith!
What is it, Judy? I'm trying to work.
My yogurt is gone again.
Why are you bringing that problem to me?
Because you're like the whole secretary, executive assistant person who's supposed to be running this place.
Yes, I am, and I am trying my best to run. But when you start coming at me like the yogurt police, well, It makes my job very, very hard, Judy, okay? I'm having a rough time here.
I know I can feel for you, but you don't understand what that yogurt means to me. It's like,
Oh, please. Nobody has this much attachment to yogurt. You're being ridiculous. There's a plethora of other snacks in the fridge.
there's not.
Look at that. Did you see?
It's Catherine.
Yes!
It's Catherine.
From accounting. And she had a yogurt in her hand.
It's like she takes the elevator 8 floors up just to get my yogurt from my refrigerator.
I can't.
I'm going downstairs.
No,
Yeah.
Judy, I wouldn't do that. I've heard some really, really strong things about Catherine. I may never see you again.
I'm going to take the back way. I'm going to take the back way, so wish me luck.
Good luck, Judy. And if you don't make it back, I will fill in at your job. It's what
You
I've
can do
always
it.
wanted.
You've been vice president material, I know.
Thanks, Judy. Could you grab me a strawberry flavor if you find more yogurt? Judy?
I'm back! Success!
Audience, what did you think of that scene? Was it worth a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5?
I noticed that the Zoom blur there took over when she was holding that food product up there. That's because we're not sponsored by anybody. We have to, for copyright purposes and YouTube and everything. Thank goodness.
Okay, and there we are, a good score. And we know a 3 in this particular time and place is a good score. Moving on.
Thank you, Charlotte, for guest starring in that scene as well. And that score goes to Rob Williams as well for a fantastic soundtrack in the background. All right, so who do we have left? Do we have
number 4 and number
left?
9? Number 4 and number 9, Jane and Taelum.
Jane and Taelum. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna scooch myself way out of frame here. All right.
Oh.
2 of you are going to play, start off playing 2 characters, 1 each, as you do. And when I give you the signal, you are to switch characters. All right.
Okay.
Continue the scene exactly the way it goes, but I want you to switch characters. Okay. And then I'll switch you up again and again and again, and I'm just gonna come out of frame like this. Oh, by the way, could we get a suggestion of what's an outdoor location? Somewhere outdoors where people might gather. Anyone? A zoo? A zoo's a good one. Zoo. Anybody else? Anybody? The amusement park.
Similar.
It's sort of there. Yeah. How about the 401? That sounds like a fun one. What's a reason that you're outside on the 401? All right.
Okay.
And character switch. Go.
Oh, grandson, we're gonna fix this flat, I tells ya.
But Grandma, we're in the car's going by right now, right beside us.
It's what?
The cars, they're beside us, going super fast.
That's right, we gotta fix it fast. Okay, just gotta open the trunk.
We just gotta, and we have.
Grandma, just let me open the trunk.
I got the. You kids, you don't think I can do anything?
Okay, you get the jack then. You get the jack, Grandma. You want some help? Yeah. No, I can do it myself. Oh.
You're gonna blow out your back. No, here, I'll take it for you. No, okay, I'm taking it.
Oh, all right, I let you take it. All right, now I gotta get the jug.
I have to get the thing to go up and down and raise it and.
Yeah, we want to lift the car up, Grandma. Oh, okay, we can do that. Okay.
Okay, I just have to go to the other side of the car now.
Why? Grandma, why do you want to go to the other side? That's where all the cars are.
I just have to check over there to see if there's a better position.
You know, get a better position.
Grandma, no, please, don't go over there. No.
What?
Please.
Now, Johnny, don't you think I know how to cross the road on my own by now?
Yes, but I know that where you grew up in the farms, Grandma. There weren't so many big, massive,
kinda, not so many fast-moving cars. So, look, Grandma, you taught me how to change a flat when I was little. So I want to show you
right from the age of 6.
What?
Right from the age of 6, you need to know young.
Right.
Yes.
So that's why I want to show you that. What? Show it.
I want to show you that I remember. I know how.
Well, all right. First, pick up the B flange.
Yes.
You know what that is.
I do.
All right.
I pump it up.
Oh! Look at you removing those bolts around those nuts. Okay. I got all the nuts off, Grandma.
You're doing it perfectly. Just grab the wheel and take it off. And you put the new one on from the.
And then you're gonna have to get the spare out of the trunk.
It's in the back.
And replace it.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a tiny spare. I'll upgrade one day.
Yes. All right. And
Okay, I showed up. But here I am again to say the end of the scene is nigh. An audience, you are voting, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
What the? I'm wrecking my setup here. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, David.
That's all right.
Okay, audience,
All right.
weigh in. Let us know what's going on.
I would have liked that scene to go on for at least 10 seconds longer. I felt sure Jane was going to tell us what a B flange is.
Oh, and because we take the lower score of the 2, it's a good scene. So that's a 3 for Taelum and Lynnae, and it's the end of the round. So who is leaving? We're running late, so we got to figure out what to do here. Oh, we've got
boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to come off at least. Do you want to do a lightning round or just get rid of them all, or what are you going to do?
I
Director?
think we have to clear off all the 9s. Given the time we've got left, we've got time for maybe 1, 2 scenes at the most, maybe just 1.
Okay, we've lost all our special guests.
Wow.
That's really sad, guys. But we've got Christine, Taelum, Natasha, number 1, number 4, and number 6 left. What are you going to do, David?
Wow, tough crowd. How much time do we have left, Amy?
Well, we were finished 15 minutes ago, but...
All right, then. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a competition game between the 3 people who are left, and the audience is gonna pick their favorite from what's gonna happen here. So let's get Taelum, Christine, and Natasha up to the board, please. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I am going to go off camera, but leave my mic on, and I'm going to shout out different professions to you. And I want you to, when you can think of it, I want you to give me a line of dialogue from the world's worst of that type of profession. Got it? So so we're not cross-talking over each other, I want you to put your hand up first before you speak so that you lock out the other people. And audience, I want you to pay attention to all 3 of these people, because at the end of 90 seconds, where you're going to choose your favorite from the world's worst performers. All right, are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Plumber, world's worst plumber.
I'm terrified of water.
I could just screw it either way and mix and match between the fridge, right?
Indoor Liverpool's work, right?
World's worst zookeeper.
We really like an open environment with all of our lions and our guests. It really just keeps it flowing nicely. And the pandas, too.
If anybody needs me, I'll just be locked myself in this cage.
I'm gonna sit here on this rock and have a little fun shooting them animals.
World's worst CEO.
You guys all make really good decisions, and like, I just think you should just decide everything from now on. I'm gonna go home and suck my thumb.
So, how have we been running things up until now?
I run the place here. Like, you really should really be making me a coffee right now, and you should do exactly what I want right now.
World's worst B-flange manufacturing artist.
Go ahead, Natasha.
Okay, I got an A flange or a B flange. What's it gonna be?
Okay, I got a C phalange or a D phalange, but I also have an E phalange. I think I'll take the E phalange.
I have an F phalange or a Q phalange. I can do either.
Okay, time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to type your name of your world's best at world's worst in the chat right now. Type the name of who thought did best in that round, Natasha, Taelum, or Christine, and we're going to count up the chat. You've got 30 seconds to type your favorite. Here we go. I see one for Taelum. I see one for Christine. I see one for Natasha. 2 Natasha. 3 Natasha. 2 Christine. 2
This is for the
Taelum, 3
maestro.
Natasha. This is for the maestro, everyone. 30 more seconds. 10. Last call. And I see 3 Taelums and I see 3 Natashas. Oh boy. It might be a tie. I mean, what are we gonna do?
You have to do a tiebreaker.
Okay, here's a tiebreaker. All right. Questions only.
Thank you, Christine. Good job.
Great job, Christine. All right, here we go. Questions only. And it's a job interview. Go.
Why do you want to work here?
Why are you asking?
Don't you think I should?
Side.
That's it. That's it. Taelum drops out. So your winner tonight is Natasha Bromfield.
Natasha wins the traditional $5 Canadian bill. Thank you to all of our performers tonight from number 1 to number 10. We appreciate it all. Thank you, Natasha, for being the maestro tonight. All the people come on board, all our special guests. Pali Peña from Mexico City, Jane Luke from Toronto, Charlotte Brown from Chicago. Wow, we had all those places. We had all the O's, Toronto, Chicago, and Mexico. Can you believe it? Thanks, audience, for being with us. Thanks for spending some time. We're still online, but we're getting close to being in person. November 28th, we'll be at the Moonshine. Oh my goodness, it's true, we will. Check us out on our website. Thanks to Rob Williams for all the music and tech help. Thanks for everyone for stepping in when they needed to, for people coming and jumping into the show at the last minute. We're so grateful for all of you. Thanks for all the people in Mexico and Australia watching tonight. We really loved having you. Be safe, everybody. It's getting there. We're getting there. But keep yourselves and your loved ones safe, and please enjoy yourself. Just have a good November. Mwah! Love to you all. See you later, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.